Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be having a look at some school TikToks that everyone can relate to. I went to school in the UK, so a lot of these probably will be towards UK schools, but there might also be some towards American schools you don't know. Before the video starts, remember to subscribe, and yeah, let's have a look at some funny TikToks.
Right, now who remembers when you got one of these and you thought you was proper hard standing up in the front of the whole assembly holding your certificate? Right, now if you ever sat on one of these benches, all I'm going to say is well done because you made it.
True.
Missing 2 minutes of your lesson for sending the registers down to the office was like the best thing ever. Getting your pen license was just up there while you watched everyone else write in pencil because you just know your handwriting was the best. Right, now this was the best part of the day when the teacher used to hand out these milk cartons and biscuits, and then you used to open these on the sides and squash your whole milk carton. I lived for them days. Okay, so like if you didn't wear pumps for PE, you really haven't lived. Right, now when the teacher got the parachute out, you just knew it was going to be the funniest lesson ever. Oh, I used to love them days. Right, now if you wanted to go on this in PE, you had to beg the teacher, like, and I mean beg the teacher to go on these, and when you did, it was the most funniest thing ever. Oh my god. Now every single primary school kid has read this book and nothing can beat it.
Okay, so there was a lot of things in that one TikTok, and honestly, I agree with everything she said. Everything from the bench, to the milk, to taking the register down to the office, to the pens, like everything about that was correct. I don't know why, but UK primary school memories are honestly so pure. And that one where they drink the milk and then they pop it, like that is so relatable. Like even in secondary school we done that. I remember people would get juice and then just pop it. If you don't know what I mean, they fill the carton with air from the straw by blowing into it, and then they pop it by jumping onto it. But everything about that TikTok was correct. Like I honestly miss school so much. The thing is as well, in America, school is so different. Like I'm pretty sure it's called like elementary or something like that. I don't know, I just love British school. Like honestly, I miss it so much. True, like my brain is literally like that. I don't know why, but whenever I'm in a test, like my brain just goes completely mush. Like I don't know why, everyone else is just so good at tests, but I'm awful at them. And the thing is, I remember everything in tests as well, but whenever I actually sit down to do it, I forget everything. Like it's so annoying. I could do so much revision beforehand, but I will still fail the test, because whenever I sit down in front of that piece of paper and get the pencil or pen in my hand, everything just goes out of my brain. It's so annoying. Oh, honestly, I used to get so anxious about tests. And I used to always think that if you failed one small test, your life would be over. Like I don't even use any of my GCSEs now. Like it's absolutely useless. Yeah, I can relate to that. I was honestly so bad when it came to assignments. Like, I was awful at them. It's like tests. Like, you know exactly what you're gonna say, but when it actually comes around to doing it, you forget everything. And then something I always struggled with is actually putting my words together. Like, I knew what I meant in my head, but I couldn't actually type it out. And whenever I did type it out, it just wouldn't make sense whatsoever. I wasted so many hours of my life crying and getting anxious over tests and assignments. Like, they're so useless. It's actually so annoying. There's only a few that actually matter, and like in the end you usually do fine in them. It's always the ones that don't really matter you do awful in. It's so annoying. Wait, in school did you have to pay for your stuff? I completely forgot that people sometimes scribble in their textbooks. That could never be me, absolutely not. I would never ever get my textbooks messy. Like they always had to be spotless. Some of them I bought and then some of them I borrowed from the library. But I could never learn something if it was covered in scribbles. Like I could never highlight stuff because it would just drive me insane. It's actually kind of weird. I always forget that people scribble all over their textbooks. I would have never been able to absorb the information because I just would have got distracted. If you're in school, I'm about to save your backside. Okay, where are they gonna show us? Okay, find an essay or article, copy it, click rewrite. It will change the words and rewrite the whole thing. Okay, so basically what they're telling us is to copy and paste something, take it to that website, and then paste it, and then click rewrite. That seems a bit too good to be true. There's no way that could be legit. Like, that has to be some type of fake scam. The thing about that is that it might be good whenever you're doing assignments at home, but if you have to take a test or answer questions in school on that specific topic, you're not gonna know anything. And I probably would struggle with that a lot. I used to always cheat my essays at home, but the teacher would just know that I've cheated read because like I'm so bad at them. Like I used to always fail, and then one day I sent one in and I got like perfect marks, and she was like, yeah, something is definitely fishy here. But honestly, give it a go if you want to, but you might get caught out. I feel like that is definitely an American thing because we never use that in the UK.
What the are you doing here? Seriously? You're just like a whore. Such a tramp. Get your and get the
I always get really confused with set 1 and set 2. Is set 1 the smartest? I feel like 1 is the smartest, 2 is not as smart, and then 3 is below 2. What I just said made zero sense whatsoever. I'm pretty sure set 1 is like the smartest of the smart, but honestly, if somebody else randomly moves into your class, you're sort of like, hello, who are you? It's like somebody randomly joining your family. Like you've never seen them before, and now they're basically living with you in school. Like it's kind of weird. Year 7's in Snapchat, oh no. Only replying to a few. My nan's goldfish brother's cousin just died. Taken. People meet at McDonald's. Yeah, that is true. Kids nowadays are crazy in Snapchat, especially British people. Like, British girls and boys in Snapchat genuinely scare me. I feel like the worst ages of people in social media are definitely 9 to 14. Because whenever they get into 15, they start to mature. But honestly, the 12-year-olds in Snapchat are so annoying. Like, some of the things that they say about each other in their private stories are awful. Like, I've seen some of their private stories. Like, honestly, kids nowadays are wild. I was never like that as a child. I always get so embarrassed when somebody puts up in their story like, anyone want to meet at McDonald's. Like, no, nobody wants to meet you, go away. Okay, so this next video I'm about to show you is basically a video summary of what it is like to live in the UK as a kid in school. Some of the stuff these people get up to is what most people do. Yep, there's the swinging the person around, throwing the milk, diving into a random lake, sneaking out. What is he doing? Oh my gosh. But yeah, this is basically what UK school is like. Honestly, it's actually loads of fun, to be honest. Yeah, it's basically just messing around loads. If you're an American and want to come to the UK to experience a school UK life, literally just look up on YouTube British schools. Because honestly, you're going to be in for a shock. It's not as posh as what you think it is. I honestly feel so bad for Americans because they would not fit in well with UK people in school. They would literally get bullied.
I didn't push you. I moved you out of the way because you wouldn't move when I asked you to move 3 times. So I walked through you.
So you're saying you could not have walked around this?
You were all in a line in front of the door.
Wait a minute, you're saying you couldn't have stepped aside and let her walk out?
It's true though, like they literally all sit in a group and take up the whole hallway. I remember whenever I was in school, the year 8s and year 7s were always with each other. Like they literally had their little squads, and whenever you try to walk past them, they don't move out of the way. If one of them tried to walk past me, I'd kindly move out of the way because it's polite. Whenever it comes to them, they literally just stare at you and don't move. Like honestly, kids nowadays are getting way too cheeky. If I said some of the stuff they had said back in school, I honestly would have got punched.
First day school check.
I can't record in school because they banned phones since too many people were getting robbed. What type of school is she in? Okay, that's a bit of an overreaction, surely. What is up with kids nowadays? Like, literally, kids rob people. I was never like that in school. Like, I was honestly such a good student. Like, yes, I'd mess around and not really do my work, but I'd never properly get into, like, serious trouble. Are they literally robbing each other? I'm so confused. How can they rob each other? That's actually so scary. I'm kind of happy that I'm done with school. Like, if I go back to school, would I get robbed?
There is nothing anybody can say to me that is going to induce me to change my mind.
You won't even give it a go?
Absolutely not a chance.
Are you
Nadia.
sure?
Do I look as if I'm not sure?
I mean, everything that she said in that TikTok is true. I kind of think that schools forget that loads of jobs exist. I feel like whenever you go to school, there's only a couple of jobs that they actually want you to go into. Number 1 is engineering. Number 2 is to work in a hospital somewhere. And then number 3 is to be a teacher of some sort. Like, honestly, there's so many jobs in this world. It's kind of crazy. You don't need A stars in every single subject to be able to get a job. And then whenever you don't get an A star, they literally tell you that you're gonna fail in life. Like, it's actually kind of scary. I mean, yes, maybe they're just looking out for you, but honestly, there's loads of jobs. Like, it's not like there's just 4 jobs in the world. Like, there's literally millions. Think of it, there's like 6 or 7 billion people in this world. There's billions of jobs out there, so there'll definitely be one for you. And I mean, at the end of the day, you only really need perfect grades if you want to do something professional, like a dentist or like an engineer. But like, if you just want to have a normal job, you don't really need perfect grades. Yeah, this is true. American kids would not survive in British school. I'm pretty sure I said that earlier in this video, but Americans have such bad humor. Like, they can't take British jokes. I was literally in FaceTime with an American yesterday and I was joking with him and I nearly made him cry. Like, they don't understand sarcasm, and then American comedy is so bad. American comedies laugh at like funny songs and like fart noises. Like, over in the UK, if you done that, everyone would literally just laugh at you. They wouldn't be laughing with you, they'd be laughing at you. But honestly, it's true, Americans would not last in UK schools. Anyways, guys, that is the end of the video. We'd look at some TikToks that everyone can relate to. I don't really know if there's that many relatable things in this video. I feel like we were just looking at what British schools are actually like. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you're new, subscribe and leave a like, and I will see you all in my next video.